Hey everybody, welcome back for video number 2 in our mobility series. So today we're talking about the thoracic spine. Your spine is segmented, our spine, all of our spines are segmented into different areas depending on their anatomical properties. And we look at those sort of generally. We will talk a little bit about the cervical spine, which we would think of as our neck. Our thoracic spine is kind of the mid in towards the low back, and then that nice neutral curve in there through that lumbar spine. Now, the lumbar spine lets us move quite a lot, as does the cervical spine, on purpose. That's the way that's designed. What doesn't move as much is our thoracic spine, which is also on purpose. It doesn't move as much compared to the cervical or the lumbar. However, we do want some movement. If it gets too sticky in that area or too congested in that area, then what can happen is the shoulder girdle, so it's kind of that structure of the shoulder blades, collarbone, and as well the shoulder and up the rest of the chain can get really either uncomfortable or downright painful. So step 1 in your thoracic spine mobility is actually your cervical spine alignment. So I need for you please to stand or sit nice and tall. Now, what does our typical posture look like, everybody? I know you just did this, yeah? So this, what we call chin poke or text neck, is really detrimental to your entire body. In fact, I have worked with clients that I have seen, they have low back and hip pain, they have shoulder problems, and it's actually all related to the alignment of their cervical spine. So we're going to look at cervical spine alignment, then we'll talk about thoracic spine mobility. So what we need is, if you think of that spinal alignment coming sort of right up through, I almost think, you kind of chart the seam of your shirt. Imagine your spine right up that way. And then what happens, right? All of a sudden we lose that alignment. Your head is poked forward. I need you to think about, you've got a tennis ball and you're going to tuck it under your chin. Now, if I leave my chin like this, my tennis ball is going to fall. I'm going to tuck my chin not just back, because look what happened to my head. Now I'm kind of looking up, but actually in. So I've got a hold of that tennis ball. Yes, you've got it. And then I want you to make sure, or imagine somebody's trying to take that tennis ball. So you're really going to hold on to it. Yeah. Now that alignment is what we need. So here first, because without this alignment, the rest of the chain is going to be impacted. Now, what will we do for our our thoracic spine? You're going to take your fingertips, bring them up just beside your temple there. So you're tall, you've got your tennis ball, right? Cervical spinal alignment. Now, really tiny movement. From your rib cage down, nothing moves, okay? So everything is very stationary, rib cage down. The upper body is going to do this. You're going to move in a little 4-step process. You're going to slightly move the elbow, then I'm going to start to pull the shoulder, then I'm going to slide my shoulder blade to my spine. Finally, I'll turn my head. And then we're going to untwist. So I'm going to bring my head back, release the shoulder blade, release the shoulder, bring the elbow back. Elbow, shoulder, shoulder blade, head. It's a very small motion, and from here down, nothing's moving. I don't want you to turn your body, because then we're not actually targeting in that cervical spine area that needs that mobility. So I'm going to invite you to start with that one. There's lots of other stuff we can do for that cervical spine, but the thoracic spine. But the first thing is to make sure the cervical spinal alignment is present. Then start and of course you're going to do both sides, right? You'll do your second side. Maybe try 5 or 6 of those per side. See how it feels for you. And I'd love to hear about that. Does it feel a little bit more open, stretched, and mobile? Is it uncomfortable? Let me know. And, we could strategize some of those little difficulties we might have with that motion, because it's a little bit of a tricky motion. It's so small, right? Take a break throughout your day, especially if you're a person that is on the computer a lot or just sits in a forward posture a lot. Take a break throughout the day to remind yourself of your cervical alignment and do a little bit of that thoracic spine work, okay? Let me know how it goes, and I will see you back shortly for our mobility of the shoulder. Have a great day.